The last 48 hours in Cleveland have been a roller coaster for fans. First, the scare with Dawand Jones getting carted off the field just a day after Martin Emerson Jr.'s serious injury. Losing 2 starters in 2 days? That was the fear. But luckily, things took a surprising turn. And off the field, things got even spicier. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam threw cold water on the Shedeur Sanders pick, and now ESPN analysts are questioning if the rookie QB even has full support inside the building. If you're a true Browns fan, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into the video. Things got tense at Browns practice on Wednesday when Dawand Jones, the massive starting tackle, was seen getting carted off the field. With the sting of losing cornerback Martin Emerson Jr. to an Achilles tear just a day earlier still fresh, the last thing Cleveland needed was another key piece going down. And with Jones's injury history, fans feared the worst. But here's the good news. It wasn't anything serious. Turns out Jones was just battling the heat. Not a knee, not an ankle, just Mother Nature turning up the thermostat. It was a scorcher out there with temps hitting 87 and the heat index pushing 92, so it's no surprise that the big fella tapped out. Heat-related issues aren't something you mess with, but thankfully it looks like he avoided anything that'll keep him out long-term. Jones is heading into his 3rd season, and he came into camp looking like a new man. He dropped 20 pounds during the offseason and told reporters he's in the best shape of his life. That's saying something when you're 6'8" and still look like a brick wall. This wasn't just a weight loss thing. It was about longevity, about doing everything possible to stay on the field. And staying healthy is really the name of the game for him now. His rookie year ended with an MCL injury, and his 2nd season got cut short thanks to a fractured ankle. Even this offseason, he had to get some cleanup done on his knee. But despite all that, he managed to slim down and roll into training camp looking like a guy on a mission. If he can keep that momentum and finally have a season where his body doesn't betray him, watch out. Jones has the tools to be an elite left tackle in the NFL. He's got the size, the athleticism, and now the experience. The only thing standing between him and a breakout year is staying healthy, and if the Browns can finally catch a break in that department, Jones could be a serious problem for opposing defenses this season. And if you thought the Dawand Jones scare was bad, the controversy around Shedeur Sanders and the owner's comments just added more heat. This just dropped, and it's already making waves. All right, Browns fans, things just got a little spicy around the Shedeur Sanders pick, and ESPN's Louis Riddick isn't holding back. Let's rewind. Shedeur Sanders threw for over 4,000 yards and lit up college football last season at Colorado. Most folks thought he'd be off the board in the 1st round come draft night. Instead, he slid all the way to day 3 when Cleveland finally scooped him up with pick number 144 in the 5th round. That already raised some eyebrows. But now it's Browns owner Jimmy Haslam adding more fuel to the fire. Haslam kept it brutally honest this week at training camp. When asked about drafting Shedeur, he basically said, wasn't really into it at first. According to Haslam, if you'd asked him Friday night before the pick, Shedeur wouldn't have been on his radar. It wasn't until Saturday, after some serious convos, that the Browns pulled the trigger. But it wasn't Haslam's call. GM Andrew Berry made the decision, and Haslam made it clear he just went along with it. Cue Louis Riddick, who saw right through all the front office speak and didn't sugarcoat anything on ESPN's First Take. He said what a lot of people were thinking. This sounds like a team that's not exactly unified on their new rookie quarterback. In Riddick's words, Shedeur is ice skating uphill. Translation: he's already facing resistance before he's even taken a preseason snap. Riddick thinks Shedeur might want to look around and ask himself if this is really the right situation. Are there people in the building who genuinely believe in him? Or is he just a late-round flyer to some folks up top? Despite the outside noise, Shedeur's off-season work has turned heads. He's looked sharp and confident, and there's buzz he could see real preseason reps. But with an ownership group that didn't seem thrilled from the jump, and analysts like Riddick questioning if he's being set up to succeed, the pressure's already dialed up to 100. If the Browns want to be contenders, they need a healthy roster and unity off the field. Jones looks ready to break out, but the Shedeur situation raises red flags. Subscribe so you don't miss a single twist in Cleveland.